suffer from this delusion where even if I don't want you, I really want you to want me. And when you don't want me, I try to get you back to want me. And when you do want me back, I don't want you no more.
Women are good at acting like they like you, even when they have no interest in you. And this is how a lot of these women think. You'll try to hook up and make things happen, but she'll reject you because she's not really feeling you like that. And then you move on, you remove your attention. She'll do all her little antics to get you back, and once you fall for it, she'll pull right back.
What this woman wants isn't confidence, standards, or self-respect. It's a fantasy DLC pack that doesn't exist in real life.
7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie. At least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. That's very important to me.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I also I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure. Of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for.
He was forced.
I want him to be from a good family. I'll know what that means when I see it, or what more well said, I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
Okay.
Never been married, no kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay.
She wants a man who's tall, wealthy, emotionally available, endlessly patient, loyal, ambitious, traditional, and modern, but also somehow okay with doing all the work while asking for nothing in return. Bold strategy. Let's see how that plays out.
Okay, but actually, to reinforce your delusions, I was once ghosted by a man that I really liked, only for him to tell me 9 months later that he was actually really in love with me. It freaked him out. He didn't know what to do, and therefore he just decided to never speak to me again.
My brother told me that he never breaks up with women. He MJs them. He fades away. You like that, don't you? Yeah. He fades away. He MJs them. So, if he ever wanted to come back, he can just be like, what are you talking about? I didn't break up with you. I just realized that I wasn't good enough for you. So that's why I did that. And women think that this is a compliment, and then they start talking to him again.
She calls it knowing her worth, but what she really means is pricing herself based on vibes, not value. No skills upgraded, no effort added, just expectations inflated like a resume written by imagination.
Okay, so I be seeing a lot of women saying, nowadays, like, men don't really chase women like they used to. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Men not like they used to be. And it's like, nowadays, a lot of women ain't nothing to chase. Back in our grandma day and back in the day when women were provided for and when women were taken care of, a man actually had to put in a certain kind of work to get certain benefits from women. They had to marry a woman to have a baby with her. They had to marry her to get her in the house cooking and cleaning. Nowadays, women give a man everything for the bare minimum. Like, these men had to go to the strip clubs to see a girl undressed. Nowadays, women just do it for free just because they feel like they can. It's like women need to pick a lane. Like, you cannot be a 304 and a housewife. Y'all be talking about how y'all want to get tricked on and y'all don't care what men think, but then in the same breath, y'all talking about how y'all want to be taken care of and y'all want to be provided for. Like y'all delusional. Like y'all part of the problem. Like men change because women change. Like y'all not like y'all was back in the day at all.
She wants leadership without accountability, provision without appreciation, commitment without compromise. Translation: benefits now, responsibilities later, maybe?
You women wondering why men not approaching us women anymore. I have the answer. Listen to this and we'll go back to it.
30% of men haven't had sex in the last year. 50% of men say that they are not looking for a relationship. That is an unbelievably extreme statement for men to make.
When they say aren't looking for a relationship, do they mean I'm not looking for a woman or I'm not looking for commitment?
Not actively pursuing any interaction with women.
Men don't approach women anymore because they feel like no matter what he does, it's never enough. Men gave up on you women because they feel like it's never enough. No matter what he does, no matter how much he gives you, no matter the life he can give you, no matter how much effort he makes, is never enough. Plus, for you to have her is required so much effort. Women, they only been designed for the moment. They not been designed for the future. They want someone to fund her lifestyle. They not built for the future. They only been built for the moment. Men gave up because they feel like there is nothing in return. For you to have her is required so much. Plus, in the end of the day, you're still not doing enough. In the end of the day, you feel like if she wants to give you intimacy, she's gonna use it against you for the next 10 days. For you to get intimacy out of her is required to fund her lifestyle. Women don't want anything from men except for someone to fund her lifestyle. They only want a man to be a transaction. You are just a transaction. The modern women don't understand what commitment, don't understand what loyalty. She's only loyal to herself and her emotion. Don't ever believe a woman can be loyal to me. All they care about Instagram. They've been glamorized Instagram. For her, she gets a lot of likes. She gets a lot of attention and validation from Instagram. She can post a photo of herself. She gets 100 likes and she gets a lot of attention. They've been glamorized what suits them, which is Instagram. Those women, this is why they're all single. This is why men gave up. Men, they gave up on women. All they do, they focus on themselves. Men lately, they focus on themselves. They focus on the career. They focus on the success. You see a lot of men traveling lately. You see a lot of men driving expensive cars. You see a lot of men have expensive things. They have a lot of luxury life. They live like a bachelor's life because he feels like, why should I have a girlfriend? I'm still paying for sex one way or another. Even for me to have her is required to spend so much money to get the intimacy. 30% of men, they did an estimation last year that didn't have any intimacy. And 50% of men gave up on dating. They don't want any relationship. And even women, they whinge and complain. They want relationship. When you talk to her about her ex, she said, I've been fucked over by my ex. I'm sick of so many men. I need a good guy. They wish for the good guy. And when they meet a good guy, they get intimidated. When they meet the good guy, it's like, oh my God, they get scared and nervous. Those women don't want commitment. The modern women don't want any commitment. The modern women, all they care about the now. They don't care about the future. Remember, they're not designed for the future. They only been designed for the moment. And this is why so many of you are single. This is why men gave up on approaching any women, because all you bring is headache and chaos. All you bring is dramas. Women, they want chaos and headache, and they want dramas. Men, we want peace. Men are so easy to please. You are so complicated, woman. You don't even understand us men. We are so easy to please. All we want is three things: intimacy, we want peace, and we want loyalty. But for you women, required so much. He has to be there to feed you inflated ego. He has to support you financially. He has to support you mentally. He has to be an emotional tampon. He has to be all these things to have you. And still, when you feel unhappy, you're going to walk away. The minute you feel unhappy, you're going to leave him. And this is why men gave up. I don't blame men why they gave up.
The funniest part? She's shocked men aren't lining up. Apparently men opting out is intimidation now. No, it's math. When the cost outweighs the return, rational people walk away.
Now, usually I don't really try to bash too much, but I'm starting to see that there's a pattern with women now. And it's one thing to be like, oh, that's your man. But there's another thing to be like, yeah, well, ask your man, because, like, you know, woo, woo, woo. But, like, being mouthy and disrespectful because your bird ass wants to, like, protect whatever you got going on. I don't know, but, baby, I need y'all to understand one thing and one thing only, Penny. If a man has a woman at home, he's not leaving that woman for you, okay? Let me say it again for the birds in the back, because it clearly is there. Keep multiplying. If a man has a woman at home, you hear me? You following? He's never leaving the woman for you, okay? He's not leaving her for you. He's never going to do that. So I don't know how many birds that flock together that need to hear this message, but reiterate the message to these birds, because the flocks is getting bigger and the birds keep flocking, and we need to stop this. We need to stop this nonsense. There's a lot of people with common sense, but women, I don't understand why y'all like to share people. That's a sickness I have never, it's not ever going to make sense. It's never.
Men didn't fail to meet her standards, they simply refused a bad deal. And instead of adjusting expectations, she doubles down and blames the market.
Most women don't want a man with logic. They want a man who agrees with their feelings. They'll say, oh, I want a man that understands me. Translation, I want a man who nods his head and says, yes, baby, even when I'm dead wrong. The second logic enters the chat when you point out their contradictions or the flaws in their stories. Now you're toxic. Now you're negative. But the reality is most women aren't looking for logic. They're looking for validation. They don't want a leader. They want a mirror. That's why when they actually do meet a man who moves with logic, who doesn't bow down to their emotions, they say he's harsh, he's toxic. They call him everything but what he really is, which is honest. Let's be honest, ladies. If you only want a man who agrees with you, then what you really want is a yes man, not a partner.
Reality check. Attraction isn't a wish list, relationships aren't charity, and delusion isn't confidence just because you say it loudly.
Do you realize that there is a woman right now, okay, in current real time, that believes that the man that she is currently sleeping with, her current boo, really hates his wife and is going to leave his wife, and is currently on the phone with her friend saying how much he hates his wife and he's going to leave the wife. And on top of that, she's waiting, like actively waiting on her turn to get this man, right? So what I want to know is, once he leaves his wife, and he's not leaving, okay? Some do, okay? Maybe 1 out of every 100,000. But when he does leave his wife, do you not think that he's going to cheat on you? Or just do you not care? Maybe you like, I don't even care. But right now, currently, there's a lot of women out here who are proud that they are sleeping with another woman's man and feel like they are doing a good job and pleasing this man and making him want her more than the wife. Meanwhile, the wife probably does not give a damn and loves that. She's like, that's less sex I gotta have, But if that is you right now and you are currently waiting on a man to leave his wife, find you some business. It's so much. Be a TikTok creator. Go work at McDonald's. Go shovel some snow in the summer. Just stop. Just please stop. Just stop.
She's not being ignored because she's too strong. She's being ignored because men finally learned how to say no, silently.
Here's my thing. A man only goes after what he wants. Listen very carefully. If you have to start out by chasing a man, he don't want you. The ball will be in his court. Okay? If you keep chasing a man, you're going to keep finding out that they don't want you. A man always goes after what he wants. If you just can't believe he doesn't want you, but he's not calling, texting, asking you out on dates, please believe he don't want you. Okay? He does not want you, or he wants to be chased, which means he don't want you. He just wants you to chase him. Then you'll end up paying for him. Okay?
She wants a man who's already built, already disciplined, already successful. But she doesn't want to be built, disciplined, or useful herself. She wants the finished product while showing up as a rough draft.
You know, a lot of y'all just don't make sense. You want this man to be a millionaire or a billionaire or to make 6 figures. But yet you are so worried about that because you have listened to certain music and you've watched certain reality TV and you look up to certain celebrities, and you are being so unrealistic when you look at the man's pockets instead of what type of man he is. Is he gentle? Is he kind? Does he have peace? Does he treat you well? Does he honor you? Does he have integrity? Does he tell the truth? These are things that you don't even think twice about, but you steady wondering about his bank account. You steady wondering about what kind of car he drives. You steady wondering what kind of status he has. And it is ass backwards. Go get the fuck out.
She says she wants masculine energy, yet punishes masculinity the moment it shows boundaries. Confidence is attractive until it says no, then suddenly it's toxic. Funny how that works.
Men don't need women, women need men. Men could survive without women. If all the women disappeared tomorrow, men would be fine outside of reproduction. If tomorrow they made artificial wombs, what would they need a woman for? Who's a better companion, men or women? So men built the world. All the hard jobs are done by men. If men disappeared tomorrow, society would collapse. Men built the world that we complain about.
Arguably, one of the driving forces for men doing what they do is women.
What I'm saying is men could survive without women. Because men can be alone, women can't. Women are social beings, and men don't. You don't see women going out to the woods and just roughing it. That's a man thing.
Every requirement she lists is something a man must earn through years of sacrifice, while her qualifications start and end with existing and having preferences. That's not standards, that's entitlement with a PR team.
You want to know what's crazy? Is the guy that proposed to me, who is now married, and has I don't know, I think the kid is 7 years old, still to this day watches every single story I have ever posted since rejecting his proposal. Every single one. Without fail.
If you want a perfect example of how delusional women usually end up single, it is this. Because let me be the one to tell you that to that man that you're speaking about, it's probably not that deep. For example, it could just be that this is a man that typically lets all of his stories run. Like he sees everyone that he follows or is friends with stories every single day, but he doesn't purposely click on you every single day to keep track of you. It is so unlikely, especially when this man is obviously thriving with a family of his own. But this is the delusion that a lot of women will fall into. They love the storyline that they're the ones that got away. Like they're this prize that he just couldn't obtain, so now he got someone else that isn't as good as her, but he still obsessively wants her, and he would drop his child and wife just for her. Are you kidding me? Because if this man's wife connected the dots after running into this video, she would probably laugh at you. As she should, in my opinion.
She believes the right man will see her potential. Men used to believe that too, until experience taught them potential doesn't pay bills, build peace, or create loyalty.
Female delusion cracks me up because why are you getting older and having higher standards when your value's going down? You'll have a woman in her 30s, a fossil, telling people about her high standards. Susie, you should have had those when you're 22, okay? Now nobody wants you. Your value's going down, your standards can't go up. Makes no sense.
She calls men who opt out insecure, afraid, or intimidated. In reality, they're calm, focused, and uninterested in negotiating with someone who brings chaos disguised as confidence.
If you have to announce that you're happily single every 5 seconds of my fucking life, you're not. You're not happy. Like, you keep telling these lies to yourself. I'm a single, independent woman, and I'm happily single. I don't need no man. No, shut the fuck up. You do. You do. And it's mad obvious that you want a man, but you fucking can't get one because of your mindset. Change your fucking mindset. Stop being petty. Stop being petty. Stop getting the fucking ick. Maybe then you'll find somebody.
And when the attention dries up, it's not self-reflection, it's outrage. Because in her world, men aren't allowed to disengage. They're supposed to chase, prove, and provide endlessly, even when the deal makes 0 sense.
Hey, could I be a teacher real quick and show y'all how delusional the world is? You see these right here? The women would take y'all men into the damn nail shop and tell y'all, hey, get y'all hands and feet did. I love a man, they get their hands and feet did. This is the only way they can touch me or touch my little tutor. And then they'll call you sassy. They'll take you through all this feminine shit. Want you to do all this feminine shit. Be soft. Be all this. They want you to be all this and then they gonna call you sassy. Man. They want the truth. But then when you give them the truth and you don't deliver it how they brain want to hear it and process it, they little heart, you don't consider their feelings. Man, the word women are delusional. Don't let no woman tell you how to be, bro. Be a fucking man. Be who you want to be. Be a man. Cause they don't know. Fuck, they gonna tell you to be a man. They not a man. Be a man, bro. Let her run into a bunch of losers. Let them run to a bunch of fucking losers. You be a man though. And stop going in that motherfucking nail salon getting your nails. It ain't that much fucking self-love in the fucking world, man. Y'all letting these women and turn y'all into women.
Final punchline? She doesn't want a partner, she wants an audience. Men stopped clapping, and suddenly the performance feels lonely.
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.